What's going on, guys? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. So today I want to talk about should you buy this Terra Luna in this gigantic crash, right? Because a lot of these crypto influencers are basically posting videos and tweets like this, right? So just take a look at the video.
Okay, so the big question right now is, because I've been buying a bunch of Luna on Bybit right now, do you think it could make sense to do what I'm doing?
Yes.
Buy at these very, very lows and hope for a potential recovery at some point.
It is a high risk, but with all high risk, there's high potential reward.
That's what
This
I'm
is
doing.
super high risk. So if you're going to do this, understand that there's a possibility of losing everything, but there's also a possibility of getting a 10 to a 20x on this.
Okay, so also tweets like this, right? So like if you think UST will recover, Luna is pumping from 0.04 to 4 cents in the past hour. So you can see that a lot of these basically crypto influencers are I don't even know why I did the quote unquote, are basically telling you maybe you should take a look at this Luna and maybe you can make 10x your money, right? So in this video, I'm going to tell you why buying Luna right now is actually asymmetrical downside, right? It's not asymmetrical upside, right? So basically asymmetrical upside is if you buy, you can lose one time your money, but you can make, like they said, right, 10 or 20 times your money. Then it's worth like the punt, right? So let's take a look at the Luna proposal, and then basically you'll probably understand why it's actually asymmetrical downside, right? So starting from the fourth part of this thread. So a review of the current situation. USD is currently trading at 50 cents, a significant deviation from its intended peg at $1, right? So if you don't know how Luna works, basically $1 worth of Terra is supposed to equal to $1 worth of UST, right? So basically you can burn $1 worth of Terra and get one UST, right? Which is supposed to be pegged to the US dollar, right? So what happened is basically this UST, you can also swap it back for the Luna, right? But what happened to this UST is basically it went below its $1 peg, right? And everyone panic sold the UST back to Luna. And after this proposal, right, so what is going to happen in this proposal is the price stabilization mechanism is absorbing blah, blah, blah. Before anything else, the only path forward is to absorb the stablecoin supply, right? So basically what they're trying to do is shrink the UST supply by allowing more Terra to be minted, right? So if you take a look at how much Terra is minted, right? So this is why I said Carl and Da Vinci probably will not be investing if they really understand this, right? So investing or gambling, right? So even if they wanted to gamble, if they saw this, they wouldn't be gambling on this, right? So Terra Luna supply hits 25 billion with nearly 24 billion minted just today. So the circulating supply of Luna has broken above 25 billion and is still growing at a furious rate, right? Because basically what this proposal is, right, is that they will continue minting Luna until UST restores its peg, right? And if we take a look at the UST price right now, right, it's actually 0.27 cents. So there is basically it's not getting restored yet, right? The peg until basically the Luna this Terra USD basically goes. I think the market cap has to go to zero, or the peg gets restored to $1. Right? So they will keep minting Luna, more and more Luna, right? So that is why the price will be almost suppressed until so low that even if you buy it now, you might not even make any money, right? Because it's basically going to hyperinflation territory, right? And this is why I said Da Vinci J15 and Carl also would not be buying, right, if they saw this, right? Because this is very against the ethos of blockchain and also crypto and also Bitcoin, right? And these two are like huge Bitcoin investors, right? So if they understood that basically Terra is trying to hyperinflate their way out of this, right? I don't think they will be buying, right? Because it's really against their ethos, right? So some of you might be wondering, why should we listen to you, right? These people are putting like hundreds of thousands of dollars while you're just an Asian kid on the screen that probably just woke up, right? And I did just wake up. So if you take a look at this, so how many Luna tokens do you think is in supply right now? So 25 billion. You would expect this tweet was when I went to sleep, right? So 8 hours later, right? So how many tokens are outstanding right now? If you guess maybe 50 billion, your guess is just maybe 200 billion shy, right? So when I went to sleep, it's at 25 billion. When I woke up, it's at 261 billion, right? So talk about all this crypto is in limited supply, right? So just out of thin air, there's a 10x in supply. Right? So I'm just being cynical, right? So it's just Terra, right? It's not like a crypto-wide problem, right? I don't hate crypto or anything, but you do have to look out and understand what you're buying, right? So this is why there is really no upside, right? So if you buy it at the real price is what 0.000007000, right? So if you buy it at these prices, so there's more zeros than a meme coin, and you expect it to go back to 1 cent, right? Let me tell you why that's not happening. Because at let's say you want it to go back to $1 to just to make the calculation easier. So at $1, actually the market cap of Luna has to go back to 261 billion, right? So it wasn't even at 261 billion when it was at $100, right? So just to visualize, take a look at the market cap. So basically it just fell off the cliff, right? So you can see that even though it's like 0. However many zeros, right? When it recovers to $1, it's basically not happening, right? It's not recovering to $1, right? Because at $1, it's actually a $261 billion market cap, right? So I hope people are not suckered in by this basically low price, right? Because what is happening here is essentially I'm giving you some worthless token, and I'm going to inflate away this token at crazy amounts of inflation until basically I solve my problem, right? So basically, when it comes to Terra and Do Kwon, now there's a lot of allegations that he was behind another failed stablecoin project. And actually, what his emergency proposal was that basically he's going to sell VCs another 1 billion worth of Terra, right? Which is clearly not worth much, right? I don't think VCs will really accept this, right? Look at this price chart right here. So yeah, I don't think Terra will recover from this, because a lot of people will say, oh, they just have to fix the pack and everything will come back, right? But think about it. When you think of Coca-Cola, you think of Apple, you think of Nike, you have very good memories with them. You have very, basically you want to continue having those memories and using their products, right? When you think of Terra and UST, all you can think of is negative 99.9% and basically hyperinflation, right? So I don't think anyone will use this in the future, right? So yeah, I could have made this video earlier. Sorry, I've just thought about this really in detail at night yesterday, right? So right before I slept, right? So yeah, that's about all I wanted to share today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you, right? So if you're thinking of plunging like $100 even or $1,000, I hope you don't waste your money, right? Because basically this is going to continue to happen, right? So maybe add a few zeros here, and then you lost another 1,000 or lost another $100, right? Instead of trying to make your 10,000 or trying to make your 20,000, right? So yeah, hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and peace out.